Example 7, using one trig ratio to find the others.
Best of Winter Light holiday
Addition. Yes. Find cosine theta and tangent theta using the given information to construct a reference triangle. So what we're going to do is not use our calculator because they gave us plenty of information for us not to have to. Calculators just make us round unnecessarily. So we draw
approximate
a triangle.
answers instead of exact ones. And by the way, this is where fun trig actually takes place.
Yeah, I know. It's so fun, so fun. Where is sine positive 3 over 7? Remember that's y over r. So the y value is positive. R value is always positive. So we've got a situation like here in the first quadrant where we've got, what are you doing? Why do you keep messing with the lights?
My lights quit working.
We've got 3 for our y value, 7 for our value. But that's not all.
If you act now, you can also get a positive 7 value and a positive 3 value in the second quadrant.
Right, over here. There's another place where we get that positive 3/7 ratio. Okay, because there's 2 places where our y value could be positive. And if you think back to all Smarty State calculus, all of the trig functions are positive in the first quadrant and sine is positive in the second quadrant. Every single time that we do this where we have a trig function equaling something, we can make 2 triangles. So they have to give us more information, which they did, in order for us to narrow down which one it is.
Yeah, now here's the deal. They told us that the tangent has to be negative, and there's actually
That's what this means, less
two
than theta.
quadrants less than 0.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sorry. There's 2 places.
There are 2 places where that can happen.
Yeah.
So
it's tangent's positive in the first and the third quadrant.
And it's negative in second and fourth.
So
and
that
so
gets rid of these 2 quadrants as options. Sine
that leaves
wasn't
us,
down there.
Nope, it's all
it has
right.
To be
it's
that
gotta
triangle.
be. That's the process of elimination. We're going to use good old-fashioned Sherlock Holmes thinking.
Yeah. So we need to do some Pythagorean theorem real quick to get the third side. So 7 squared minus 3 squared, which is square root of 40?
I believe that is correct, yes. So b squared equals 40, so b equals 40. So root 40, yeah.
Which we can simplify. That's 2 square roots of 10.
How do you do that so fast?
Because I think 40 is 4 times 10, square root the 4 and get 2.
Do you teach math during the day?
Sometimes.
Man, you should really think about that.
2 square roots of 10. Now, is that a positive 2 square roots of 10 or a negative 2 square roots of 10?
Since we're going to go, we're looking for the x-coordinate in that left-hand direction there. And my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Barnes, always said lefty was negative.
In kindergarten?
Yeah, well, I was a super genius. So yes, no, not in kindergarten. Whenever I learned it in probably, 12th grade or something.
All right, negative 2 square roots of 10 is that third side.
Yep.
Now we can do what they asked us. And
find the cosine
and
and
tangent.
tangent. Yep. Now for these, we just go back to the whole cosine is the x-coordinate over r, which we just found the x-coordinate.
Yeah, negative 2 square roots of 10.
Over r, which is 7. So there's that bad boy. The other thing that we're looking for is the tangent of theta, which is going to be the y-coordinate over the x-coordinate. So
3
over negative 2 square roots of 10. And I'm pretty happy with that answer.
I'm happy with that answer.
But if you absolutely insisted on rationalizing it, you could get 3 square roots of 10 over 20 with a big old fat negative in the front.
Because we multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of 10.
Right.
So we end up doing 2 times 10 on the bottom and get 20, and we just put those
That's how it
together on
goes.
top. All right, so B, secant theta equals 3, where sine theta is greater than 0.
So again, we're going to use our cool Sherlock Holmes process of elimination.
Also, it's helpful to remember that 3 over 1.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 3
yeah.
is 3 over 1.
Yes,
because
that is
we've
correct.
got r over, this is related to cosine, so r over x.
Right, r over x.
So our x value is
R! Okay.
Are you a pirate?
I am not
Okay.
a pirate. Maybe for today. R!
Okay, so x is positive this way.
Yes.
where we've got a positive 1 right there, and we've got a 3 right there.
And in fourth quadrant.
And in the fourth quadrant. They actually share that side there. It's kind of
Shut the front door. Look at that.
neat.
They share the side.
Yeah, yeah. So we have to figure out which one of those we're talking about. Sine has to be positive, and sine is positive
Only in the first
and
quadrant.
second quadrant,
Yeah.
but they overlap in the first. So that's the one we want, is the one that's in the first quadrant. So we need to find the third side. Now, some of you may be inclined to put square root of 2 here.
Don't do that. That's a lie, vicious lie.
We need to find, using the Pythagorean theorem, we need to find it.
Yeah, and if you'll notice right here, if you'll just take the whole 25 seconds it takes you to run through Pythagorean's theorem, you're going to see there's no square root of 2 in this one.
Yeah, 3 squared minus 1 squared is 9 minus 1.
That's 9 minus, it's 8.
So square root of 8, which is
2 square roots of 2.
2 square roots of 2.
But not just the square root of 2. Okay?
No.
So 2 square roots of 2, there you go. Bingo,
Okay,
bingo,
1,
bongo.
2 square root of 2, 3. So cosine is x over r. Oh,
Okay,
which we actually didn't need the triangle for.
Yeah,
We
that's
could've just
1/3.
flipped-
That's right
we
off
could've
the bat.
flipped secant.
That's okay.
Anyway, we needed it for tangent.
Yes, and the tangent in this case is going to be the y coordinate over the x coordinate.
So that's 2 square roots of 2 over 1, which is 2 square roots of 2.
There you go.
Cotangent theta is undefined, and secant theta is negative.
So when I hear that something is undefined,
What
I
does
feel
that
like
mean?
there should be a 0 someplace.
0 on the denominator?
Yes.
So-
that's yes.
so we're
0 on the
saying-
denominator.
That our what is the ratio for cotangent? X over y?
Yes.
So our x has to have some value, and our y is 0. And we need to draw that picture. This will be a quadrantal angle. That's the only place we end up with undefined,
Right.
right?
And we're going to be undefined when we are along the x-axis in this case, because y would be 0.
So y is oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So either we're going this direction,
Yes.
or we're going this direction.
Yes. I agree to both of those.
Okay, so secant theta is negative.
Now secant is 1 over cosine.
Right, and so that's talking about our x value would have to be negative. So that means we're looking at this direction, the one on this side.
Which would be,
Well, we could start trying to think of this as like a point -1 comma 0.
right.
Okay, where that's our x and our y value, and then our r value would be the length of this line, which since we went out 1, our
would
r
be
value
1.
is 1.
Yeah.
So then cosine is
-1
-1 because it's x over r, and tangent,
would be 0 because that's going to be the reciprocal of the cotangent.
right, because if it's undefined, we have a number over 0, and so now if we flip it, it's 0 over a number, which,
Right.
yeah, 0. Yeah,
Game over.
totally. You know.
Okay.